Jaden with Unhitched Dumpster here. First video, how did I get into this dumpster rental business? So kind of my backstory on everything. I grew up, always liked to work with my hands, was never the best in school, to be completely honest. I started working in the trades around 15, 14 years old, had a couple different jobs before that in retail. Then I got into the trades at about 15. I was a carpenter, really loved it for a while, got to see how general contracting works, framing works. My main part of the crew was a framer. I worked for a few different companies for a good period of time, some 3 years, some of them 10 months to a year. Got to see how large operations work, small operations work. And when I was working for a small carpentry company in our area, I was always looking for random little side jobs to make some extra money. And I came across, like many of us probably have, that TikTok video of somebody with a dump trailer, making $20,000 a month with one dump trailer. And 2 days later, I went out, bought my first dump trailer, started getting some yard signs. Still had my other job at this time, so I would deliver the trailer, at nights or really early in the morning, depending on where the trailer was going. I had a little bit of flexibility with the company I was working for, so that made it a lot easier, and started running that. Eventually bought another dump trailer. And so originally I started with a 7x12 SureTrack dump trailer. That was my first investment of $10,000. That I had to come up with to buy that, and then went to a 7x14, your 15-yard dump trailer, driveway friendly, how we all advertised it. And like I said, still working my other job at the time, I ended up buying a 2015 F-150 to tow these trailers around with, and that worked out great for a while. And once in a while I had to call a buddy for a helping hand because the trailer weighed too much. We did put airbags on the truck, so that helped out a lot with just being able to pick up some of the heavier loads and whatnot. And then started getting busier and busier. I still was working my other job for maybe a total of a year, and then I decided to take that leap of faith and ended up quitting and going full-time, starting actually in the winter season, which is, sometimes a little rough in this business to stay busy. And then from there, it just kind of started to take off and kept investing back into the business. Didn't take anything for myself. And at this point, that was my only income. Did it all on my own. Got up to 4 dump trailers, sold, started to sell those off, and then switched to the Max D roll-off system and started running that. From there, got up to 14 dumpsters with the Max D system, which was a lot to run with that system. Did work out very well. And then within the last year, we switched to a hook lift system. Taking that leap of faith is hard. It's very hard. Luckily I don't have a family or kids I have to take care of, but you kind of just get that feeling when you really start to see things go to the next level, and it's hard to juggle both jobs. And at the end of the day, if you really want to make something work, you have to put everything you have into it, and you have to give it all of your attention. And I knew that if I did quit my job, I could give this all of my attention all day long. When those midday calls came in for same day delivery, I could be there at 12 o'clock instead of swinging a hammer on the job site. So knowing that in my head, I just had a good feeling that if I put in the work and stayed consistent, that it would work out and I'd get to this point where I'm at now. And we're continuing to grow every single day. Starting a business young, there's definitely a lot of advantages to it, but also you're different from a lot of other people that are going to college, kind of just relaxing, kicking up their feet. When starting a business, you got to give it everything you have. There's a lot of times, you're saying no to your friends, which personally, I've never had a problem with it. I've always liked to stay to myself. And I think like a lot of us, money is great and money can get us very far ahead in the future. So I've always looked ahead. To kind of conclude this video until we go into our next episode here, this business is a great business, but like a lot of businesses, And being a business owner, it's not for everybody. I've had a lot of people reach out to me in my area, kids from high school, wanting to get into this business too. And, it looks very easy from the outside, easy money. It's just dropping a dumpster and it's passive income, which it's really not at all. And it's very misinterpreted online. And you just have to stay consistent if you want to get into this business. It's hard. You are playing with a lot of big fish, a lot of these big dumpster companies. You can't compete with them. You have to stay in your own lane. And at the end of the day, we're all different. You have to find your niche and you have to run with it. And, whether that's offering big roll-off dumpsters, small roll-off, premium containers, all these little things all add up, and it does pay off, and you can definitely have some serious success in this business. Thanks again for tuning in for the first episode, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.